this letter that I wrote you. Baby, it's the only way to cut through. I won't lose myself for anybody. I'm not sorry. Yeah. Though it hurts, I only wish you blessings. When intuition talks, you gotta listen. I won't lose myself for anybody. I'm not sorry. Yeah. 'Cause you build me up to break me down. Never respect the love you found. And I had a voice inside the back of my mind. I always knew it deep down. You don't deserve me, babe, I won't lie. Got no more tears to cry. Oh, no looking back this time. 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 Running from the truth was getting reckless. In your arms I never felt protected. Oh. 'Cause you don't deserve me, babe, I won't lie. Got no more tears to cry. Oh. No looking back this time. 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 No looking back this time.
Evening. I hope you're all well. I'm using a new stream device, and I've completely lost everybody's chat. Oh, there you are. Hope you're all well. How do I get rid of this? This is really annoying. I've got like another chat screen, which is like on my screen. How the hell do I get rid of that? I just want to get rid of that chat. Is that it? No. Okay, I like that though. That does work. Great. Okay, done it. Right. Hope you're all well. With this new with this new chat, I actually can't tell who the members are, which is not ideal. So I also can't see who's super chatted either. It doesn't show me. So if someone doesn't say there either, I don't know how the hell that works. Okay, so if someone's super chatted, can you just like flag me? Can you let me know that someone's super chatted? Or if someone's joined as a member, can you let me know in the chat? And I'll obviously big you up and whatnot, okay? Because I genuinely can't see. I'm sorry. It doesn't show me. I don't know why. Hang on, does it show me if I do portrait mode? No, it doesn't. Doesn't tell me. Let me just write something just to see if I can see what I wrote. So what does that mean? Okay, so I can like write stuff. Can I bring stuff up? Big up Lakers. Okay, so I don't know whether I can't tell if you're a member or not. I do apologize. Maybe there's another setting that I need to do, but I need to work on that. Anyway, big up, 60 of you in here. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe, please do. I'm on the road to 1,500. I thought I'd try a new streaming software out. So I'm using Restream, which is one that Jamie Phillips recommended. He's been using it a while now, and he said it's good. You can also connect it to Instagram. So maybe I've got people on Instagram watching as well. I don't know. That would be interesting to see if I have. Like, I genuinely don't know. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I can't really tell. So I don't know whether I have. I don't know whether I have. Can't really tell whether I have or I haven't. Anyway, my it says I'm live on Instagram, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It says I'm live, so we'll see what happens. No, it doesn't say I'm live. Okay, it doesn't say I'm live, so we'll see what goes on there. Anyway, 75 of you in here. All right, big up everyone. Wanted to do a live stream tonight to basically look at all our strikers. And this one is called, I can't actually remember what I called it. What did I call it? Who stays? Is it who stays? Who stays? Who goes? I think I called it that, didn't I? Who stays? Who goes? Who stays? That's what I called it. Who stays? So let's have a look at all of our forward line, because this is an interesting one. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through a little bit about what they've done, how many games they've played, goals they've scored, are they reliable, have any of them been injured a lot, positions they can play, and then we can see what happens there, okay? Because look, at the end of the day, we have a hell of a lot of business to do still if we lose the players that we think we're going to lose. So let's have a look at this now and we'll see what we think. All right. So I'm going to share my screen to take a look at our current strikers. Okay. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to take a look at our current strikers and we're going to do, oh God, what's that? No, okay, yeah, so we can do that. Okay, so we're going to take a look at SofaScore and we're going to What's that look like? Oh, wow. That's weird. What? How do I make that bigger? How do I make... Oh, I like this. Oh, okay. This is nice. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look at SofaScore. Here we go. So we're going to look at our current team. Yep, so we're going to break this down into goals, obviously. So we're going to look at our current team. So we've got Luis Diaz. Okay, so first of all, we'll look at Luis Diaz. Okay, 28 years old, plays on the left wing. Last season, he played quite a lot as the 9, false 9. We all know about that. He got, in total, 17 goals last season. Okay, scored 17 goals for us last season, and he got 5 assists. Okay, fair play. He got quite a lot of assists last season, considering. Yeah. Why have I just had loads of people drop out? Is there another show on or something? Like, why am I losing viewers? Why am I not increasing viewers? Is this a really bad stream or something? Because I've just lost a load of people. I haven't done a members only, have I? Can you tell me whether I've done a members only or not? Can someone write in the chat? Have I done a members only stream? Why have I only got 64 people in? Like, why have I only got 64 people in? I don't know why I've only got 64 people in. That's weird. I've never normally got this lower number. It's okay though. Does it look okay? Okay, good. All right. Okay, cool. Right. So actually what I'm going to do is okay, so I'm leaving the chat on my phone so I can see if you remember or not. All right. Okay, cool. Okay, so the 70 in. Cool. All right. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to look at Luis Diaz. Okay, so 17 goals, 5 assists last season. Yeah. 3,336 minutes. Okay. That's a lot of football. He played 3,600 minutes the season before and got 13 goals and 5 assists. Okay, he got 13 goals alone in the Premier League, and all his assists were in the Premier League. He scored in the EFL Cup and he got 3 goals in the Champions League. Okay, so Luis Diaz had a good season for me. He's 28. He's kind of hit his prime. Like, players normally decline after the age of 28, strikers wise. So he's now coming on the decline. So his football should start decreasing. That's normally how it happens with strikers. Does anybody think that Luis Diaz is going to get better? Is going to get better for us? So do you think Luis Diaz might score more goals next season and might get more assists next season? I'll ask the chat. Because we're going to get an offer for Diaz. We're going to get an offer for Diaz. Okay. Like, if they've made a bid that's really below the number, like Barcelona might have, then probably not going to sell him at a low price. But if the number's big enough, I think we will sell Diaz. And there's a lot of smoke around the fact that potentially Diaz is going to ask for a transfer. Potentially Diaz is having issues with his contract. Like, there's a lot of things around Diaz which feel like he would move. And you also have to look at the fact that Luis Diaz's dad came out 2 years ago and said that Barcelona is his dream move. Like, Liverpool was going to be a stepping stone for me. Liverpool isn't a destination for Luis Diaz. Liverpool was a stepping stone for Diaz. If his dad's come out and said that Barcelona is the dream move, then for me, it's a stepping stone. Liverpool cannot be a stepping stone for players anymore. It can't be. We're not doing this underdog shit no more. Like, this is gone. It's a thing of the past. Like, we're moving in circles where we want to win multiple trophies on a regular basis. We want to continue to win. Like, we want to continue to overtake teams with league titles and Champions Leagues. So it's not a case of, well, you're going to be a stepping stone for a couple of years. It's not the way we want to be moving. It's not the way we want to be moving at Liverpool. So for me, if the offer comes in and the money's big enough for Diaz, I think he goes. So there's a ton of stuff around Diaz now. Okay. This is the build saying that he's indicated his willingness to join Bayern. So he's looking at Bayern, he's looking at Barcelona. Like, Barcelona are convinced. Barcelona convinced that Luis Diaz move due to handshake with Liverpool. Like, there's a lot of stuff around Luis Diaz leaving Liverpool. Liverpool must source a replacement for Luis Diaz before sanctioning his exit. This is from Fabrizio Romano. Like, I can go on and on and on with plenty more information around Luis Diaz. Okay, I don't need to find it. Like, this isn't information that we need to go and find. Like, this is all over the place now. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Okay, so it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time that the offer comes in, which is big enough for Luis Diaz to leave Liverpool. Okay, right. So then what we need to look at is, does another player cover Diaz? Okay, so let's just look at Diaz. Let's just look at Diaz overall. Yeah. What screen am I on? Sorry, I got completely lost because I can't see my face anymore. It's like right in the corner. I didn't know where I was. Okay, so 17 goals, 5 assists last season. Hang on, let me just bring that in. Okay, so 17 goals, 5 assists last season. 13 goals, 5 assists the season before. 5 goals, 2 assists the season before. And when we signed him, he did half a season with Porto and half a season with us, and he got 22 goals and 9 assists. Don't let that fool you, okay? Don't let that fool you. He didn't do that with Liverpool. He got 4 goals. Sorry, he got 8 goals. He got 8 goals and 4 assists with Liverpool, okay? So don't let that fool you. Please don't let that fool you. Also, from the guy that kind of dropped the fact that Luis Diaz was coming to Liverpool, he's come out and said that Luis Diaz is going to tell Liverpool's management, you either renew my contract or let me leave for Barcelona or Bayern Munich this week. Okay? That's what's being said. This is the guy that dropped the news that Diaz was coming to us in the first place. So he's tier 1 for me. Pepsiara is tier 1 for me, for Luis Diaz. Not for anything else, but for Luis Diaz. Okay. So my question is, can we replace Luis Diaz as in goals and assists at Liverpool? Okay, he had the best season he's ever had with 17 and 5. Can he be replaced with another player? And another question is, do we already have another player that can just carry on doing what Diaz does? Because he's there and he plays in that position. Like, that's the question. Okay, so that's number 1 on the list. Number 1 on the list is, does he stay? Does he go? The only way he stays is if we force him or we renew his contract. And I get it. Like, I get people like having this conversation about, whether Luis Diaz is actually on 50 grand or whether he's on 140 grand. Look, I'm telling you, Luis Diaz is on more than 100 grand a week. Okay. He's on more than 100 grand a week. He was on a rolling contract with increments, just like Robbo and just like Trent. And if you look at the progression of both their contracts, every time we won stuff, every time we cleared a hurdle, an incentive, they get an extra 20 grand bump. And Robbo went from, I think it was 100 to 160. And he's now on 160 or 180, Robbo. Trent finished at 180. And he did the same. He did increment bumps every year or two. Diaz is doing exactly the same. Trust me. He's doing exactly the same. Okay. So the question is, do we force him to stay? Because that's what's going to have to happen. We're going to have to force a player to stay when he wants to leave, because we've already come out and said, you're not getting a new deal. If you're not getting a new deal, then why the hell are we keeping you? Because you don't want to be at the club. And that's not a good look. That's not a good look. That's not what Liverpool do. So I think Luis Diaz moves. I'm about 80% sure Luis Diaz moves. And when he moves, we get 70 million plus. We paid 39 million for him. I'm cool. I'm cool. Let's make some money. I'm cool. 70 million plus. Maybe 60 off Barcelona with some incentives. But I don't think he goes for less than 60 million with add-ons. I don't think he goes less. So that's one person off the list. Yeah. So Diaz. For me, gone. Okay. So you've got that lineup that I showed you. Yeah. You got that lineup of all the players. And you got, I think I had Núñez first and I had Diaz second. Diaz, gone. Okay. Next, we're going to look at Núñez. Okay. So it's 70 million, 60, 70 million in the bag. Okay. Put the fries in the bag. Diaz. Have I got a super chat? Did I get a super chat? If I got a super chat, let me star it. I don't know why I can't see super chats in here. Apologies. If I did get a super chat, please let me know. Big up Charlie Williams, by the way. Let me find you. Charlie Williams. There you are. Big up Charlie Williams. Big up, man. Big up. Diaz, Darwin, Chiesa, Gakpo is the only player who will... Okay. Out Diaz, Darwin, Chiesa, Gakpo. Gapco is the only player who will improve and become better the more he plays on the slot. I don't disagree with that at all. Like, I genuinely don't disagree with that at all. I think Diaz. Sorry, I think Cody Gapco suffered greatly under Klopp. I also feel that what you've seen from him last season, I think that's the tip of the iceberg. I think he could do even more. He's another player that's on the list, but we'll look at Nunes next, okay? But big up Charlie Williams. Much love, mate, for the super chat. Thank you very much. So let's take a look at Darwin Nunes. Here we go. Nunes, where are you? Hang on. Why have we got average sofa scores? Let's look at goals and assists. Oh, God, he's not even on that list. Look how far down he was as a forward. You had Diaz, Cody, Szoboszlai, McAllister on number 20, God rest his soul, Trent, and then Nunes. My God. So bad. Okay, so let's look at his numbers. Right, this is quite depressing. Okay, so we all know that Napoli had made a bid for him, which was around about 50 million euros, which we've turned down. And we want close to 60. And I think it'll happen. I genuinely think it'll happen. I'm really laggy here. I don't know why. I'm just going to close. I'm just going to close Steam. I'm just going to close my emails as well because it's really laggy. Okay. Right. Okay. That's a bit better. Is that still playing? No. Okay, cool. Right. Okay, so Darwin Nunes. Last season, 47 games, 7 goals, 5 assists, 2,000 minutes. Okay. He got 5 goals and 2 assists in the Premier League. He got 2 of them in one game, remember. Just remember that. He got 2 of them in one game. Yeah. Yeah, we can't forget that. 2 of those goals were scored in one game beyond the 90th minute. Okay. EFL Cup, 6 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. Champions League, 9 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. That goal he scored in the Champions League was already going into the net. Okay. Let's just all admit that one as well, that it was going to be Salah's goal, which would have put Salah ahead of Shearer and ahead of a lot of other players, because that would have been the extra goal. All right, just saying. But there you go. Okay. I agree with you, Scottish, by the way. I agree with you. I just think Napoli are a really bad club to deal with. I just feel that they're just horrible to do any business with. I just think the owner's an absolute nutter. Like, he just is. He's just a crazy person. Okay, so we all know that we can replace Nunes. Okay, let's be fair, we can, from last season. But the season before, you cannot ignore the fact that he scored 18 goals and 13 assists. You can't ignore that, okay? And I know he missed a bag full of chances. I get it. But he scored quite a few goals, all right? And the season before that, he scored 15 goals as well and 4 assists. And he also missed a bag full of chances. So you've got 22, 23, 23, 24, not a bad amount of goals, loads of big chances missed. 24, 25, he didn't even get the big chances to miss. Okay, so let's be honest. His time is up. Yeah. We may lose 20 million on him. Like, we may have to sell him for 60 million and we paid 70. I think it was 76 million for him. We might even have to sell him for less. Okay, so that one is not looking great on money wise, but I think it's a necessity that we move him on. So I'm about 90% sure that Nunes goes. Okay, I am 90% sure he goes. I'm about 90% sure he goes to Napoli. Okay, so are we all agreeing that Nunes leaves? So that's Diaz gone, and that's Nunes gone. Okay, so that's our left wing backup, number 9 backup option gone, and our number 9 gone. Okay, so that's 2 players, and that's 2 positions weakened. Yeah. Okay, so that's Nunes and Diaz gone. Yeah, so those 2 need replacing, and we haven't even talked about any of the others. Okay, so let's move on to the next player, which is Cody. Okay, actually, let me just show you some latest news on Nunes as well while we're here. 2 seconds. Okay, so let's show you that. Not that. Actually, I'll just share my screen and then we can go through screens. Okay, so that's the Diaz stuff. 72.5 million Diaz. Yeah, that's the magic number. Liverpool likely to come to the table for a bid in the region of 72.5 million for Diaz, by the way. Okay, that was from AS, which is A Sport, which is a Spanish media outlet. Then you've got Napoli are the most interested in signing Nunes. They have tabled a bid worth 50 million plus 5 million euros in add-ons. Okay. Liverpool are looking for 50 million quid, which means they got 43 million quid on the table, which means we need another 7. Sorry, 8. Sorry, 7. So we need another, is that 7 or 8? 8. Sorry, 8. No, 7. What am I talking about? Jesus Christ. I'm losing my mind. So they're 7 million short. Okay, so they need to come back to the table with another offer and we will sell Nunes. Okay, that deal is as close to being done as done because Napoli are almost there. And they haven't done what Barcelona did and like lowballed us by like 20, 30 million. So we're close. We're close with that deal. So I think Nunes goes. Nunes has already said that he's joining Napoli, by the way. Like this is public knowledge now. Like, so there's a lot that's going on. So there's a lot that's going on which is pretty obvious. Also, this come up just now as well about Diaz. Diaz is aware that there's a chance that Barcelona might not be able to register in time, but he knows that he still go, basically. Okay, so he will still go. I think also what's interesting about the Diaz to Barcelona thing with the contract, that could be the reason why they didn't get Nico Williams, is because they couldn't promise Nico Williams that he would be registered in time. So Nico Williams pulled the plug basically and said, well, I can't risk not being registered. I've got the World Cup coming up. So that's an important one to note. Diaz is okay. Like, he's fine. As long as he's at Barcelona, he's fine. Yeah, I've spotted that. Thanks. I'm just going to flag it. So yeah. So he's absolutely fine with waiting. And they've just got to foot the money. Like, they're not far off. I think they're probably 10 million short. Like, so So if you're right, Polo, as well. If we sell both, there's a potential 120 million coming in for both of those players, which, if we all know, that's kind of close to the money that we need to be spending on a certain individual. Also, big up James for a full month's membership. Big up James. Also, I'll do the super chat as well now. Also, massive thanks to Charlie again. Nunes started 8 games and averaged 37 minutes per game. Slot doesn't rate him. He had his ups and downs, but it's time for him to move on. Oh, I'll miss him though. Yeah, I know. Like a hole in the head. Like a hole in the head. I totally agree with you. Like he was given time. He was given time. Yep, that's what we're thinking. That's what we're thinking. I think we're just waiting for the contracts. I think we are just waiting for the contracts, like to see what happens with that contract. So we've talked about Nunes now. So are we all in agreement that Darwin leaves? So we all in agreement that Darwin leaves? And I'll bring that one up as well. Liverpool have turned down a €50 million bid from Napoli for Darwin Nunes. The Italian champions remain determined to land the Uruguayan, with a fresh proposal expected in the next couple of days or weeks. That proposal will already be en route, because I think the journos are a couple of days behind. I think the journos are already a couple of days behind. So I think Darwin's gone. So we've got Diaz and Darwin both leaving. Diaz and Nunes leaving for around 120 million for 2 players that we signed, which came to 77, 87, 97, 107, 117, 116 million. We made 4 million if we sell both of them for the prices that we want. We made 4 million quid. That's not bad going, if I'm completely honest, because we've lost a lot on one of them, but we gained on the other. So we have to take what we can, and getting our money back and more for a player that's been decent and a flop. Like, that's good business. I'm sorry, like, that is really good business. If Richard Hughes can get 120 million for Nunes and Diaz, then the guy should be getting an Oscar. He should be getting a special award for doing that. Okay? That's all I'm saying. He should be getting a special award for doing that. All right? Okay. So now let's look at another player. Okay? So let's look at another player. And this player is Cody. So let's have a look at Cody. Okay? So Cody is going to be, if Diaz goes, Cody is going to be the left wing option for Liverpool. All right? He's going to play in the left wing position for Liverpool next season. According to where he plays right now, according to where he's played under Slot, then that's where he's going to play. Okay? If there's been any more super chats, can you definitely let me know? Oh, there's been, sorry guys, I keep on missing stuff. Someone just sent a load of memberships. Anvar the Anvil, absolute legend. Big up, mate. Big up. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. And those memberships have been gobbled up by Russell as well. Oh, good to have you on board, Russell. Good to have you on board, Russell. Good to have you on board as a rebel. You can go and check out the members show if you want, mate. That was an interesting one. Football and rabbit holes. Also, big up Redbird. Big up Redbird for the super sticker. Character appearing from behind the cloud saying, hey. Is that me? I don't know. Is that me? I don't know. Anyway, okay. So we got Cody. Yeah. So let's talk about Cody. Okay. So Cody last season played 2,700 minutes. He got 18 goals and 6 assists. Cody was a bagsman last season. He got 16 goals. Oh, hang on, sorry. He got 10 goals in the Premier League in 35 games, and he only played 1,900 minutes. All right. He got 5 goals in the EFL Cup, and he got 3 goals in the Champions League. Now, this is what I need to say about Cody, okay? And this is what I think could be different next season, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's not different if we go and sign someone who I might talk about later on. Is Cody going to be the cup player next season? Like, is he going to be that guy that we play in the cup games? Is he going to be that guy that we play against the lesser teams in the Champions League next season? Or is Cody going to be the left winger? Like, he's going to be the main option who plays all the big games, and he gets rested for the cups, and he gets rested for the Champions League games that aren't important. Which means you've got a fitter, faster Cody Gakpo in the team. Does anyone think that 18 goals could turn into 25 goals next season? Because Cody got played in a lot of dead rubbers. Like he did. And we can look at Cody's goals if you want. Because I think making Cody the main man on the left-hand side, you will get another 5-10% out of Cody. Him knowing that he's the main guy and he's important and you're putting the faith in him, then I think you get more out of him. I genuinely do. I think what we got from Cody last season was just the tip of the iceberg. Like, I genuinely do. Like, and the mad thing is, he scored 16 goals the season before, and he didn't even get played in his right position. Like, we're all banging on about how good Diaz was. Cody got more goals than him, and Cody got played everywhere but the left wing. Like, like, I've said this time and time again, and I got slated for it many times. Gakpo is a bagsman. Gakpo scores goals. Like, he scores goals. You put Cody in front of goal, and you're going to get a 1 in 2 chance finish. You are. He doesn't miss sitters. He scores goals. He's on the line. He's the guy that makes that blind run, and he's literally tapping the ball into an open net. That's Cody's ammo. Cody's good in the air. Cody's got a rocket on him. He's got a rocket shot. Pause. I don't think you've seen the best. I don't think you've seen the best in a Liverpool shirt of Cody yet. And that's singing high praise. But he got 16 goals last season. Not last season, the season before. He got eight goals in the Premier League and 5 assists. He only got 10 this year. Was it 10 or was it 12? He got 10 this year. He's still not the main man. He's still not the regular. He got 4 goals in 8 games in the Champions League, and he got 4 goals in the EFL Cup, similar to what he did this year. 5 goals in 6, 3 goals in 8. I think if you take Cody out of those dead rubber games and you play him as the number, whether he's the number 11 or whatever, like whether he's just that left-sided player, yeah. But if you play him as the number on his back to be the left winger for the whole season, I think you get 25, 30 goals. Saying it here now. I think you get 25, 30 goals, and I think you get 10, 15 assists. Said it. I've said it. I've said it. I think you get another 40% out of him. He's just got everything. He's got everything. When we signed him, yeah, back in 2022-23, he got played as a striker. Do you remember? He got played as a number 9. That's not his natural position at all. Like, he got played as a number 9 because he did well in a couple of games in the Euros. Yeah? 7 goals in 21 games in your first season at Liverpool. And 2 assists in the Premier League. That's a good tally. Like, that's a good tally to have. Like, in a position that you're not natural in. That's not your natural position. Like, you played for PSV half the season before that, and you got 9 goals in 14 games and 12 assists off the left wing. And then you come to a new league, new club, and you get chucked up front because you haven't really got anyone that you rate. You just play him up front. Like, it's like, I'll try you up there. And then it's like, I'll try you on the right. I'll try you in midfield. I'll try you as an 8. I'll try you as a 10. I'm not going to play you in your best position now, am I? Like, why would I not play you on the left wing where you've just like scored 9 goals in 14 games and got 12 assists? Why on earth would I do that? That would just be crazy, wouldn't it? But that's what he did. And if you look at the season before, when he had a full season, by the way, not a split season. Yeah, full season. 27 games, 12 goals, 13 assists. The assists are vital because Mo can't do it all on his own. And we don't have a creative midfield that provides assists to that level. We didn't. Oh, we do now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we've got Florian Wirtz. So that takes the burden of providing assists from Mo and Cody, which means they can relax a bit more. And they can maybe take more shots. They can try a bit harder. Like, try and get a foot closer to goal. Try and get a little bit closer into the space of the goalposts to take your shot. But he got 12 goals and 13 assists in 27 games. And as always, bagsman in the Conference League, bagsman in the Europa League, bagsman in the Champions League. And this is what I wanted to get over to you all. Cody scores goals in big occasions. He scores against the best. Done it for Holland. He's done it for Liverpool. He's done it for PSV. This is the difference. These are difference makers. He's done it against the big teams. And I can't trust your Diaz's and your Nunez's and your Chiesas to do that. I can't trust them to do that. I just can't. So I think it's vital we keep Cody. And I think it's vital we keep him because he can play in multiple positions. And he has proven in multiple positions that he can score goals wherever he plays. He came to Liverpool and he scored 7 goals. And he got played up front. Yeah. The next season, he scored 16 goals. And he got played right wing, number 9, number 8, number 10. Then he got played on the left for a whole season, and he got 18. And he wasn't the number 1 pick. He wasn't the number 1 pick. Diaz was the number 1 pick. And he played all the EFL games, and he played all of the Champions League games, even some against PSV and teams like that. Exactly. I think you give Cody the shirt and you're my left winger all season. You're my left winger all season, Cody. I trust you to deliver. You can do what Salah does. You don't need to do the track and back like the others. You don't need to do that track and back. I want you to go and deliver. And I think Cody delivers. And I think he could get 25 to 30 goals and 15 assists next season. If he is the main guy on the left wing. Said it. Cody does not go. I don't care how much Bayern offer. If Luis Diaz goes to Barcelona and Bayern are then panicking and they throw 80 million at us for Cody, I think we have to turn it down. We have to. We can't sell him when he's never really had a proper season as the main man. Like give him a full season as the main man, and then let's judge. And then people can go, oh, he goes missing in games and all that nonsense. But we can't do that. So who have we got next? So for me, no to Cody going. Do we agree in the chat? That it's a no for Cody going? You're right, Russell. We can't sell the whole team. I was listening to Don's show before, and it sounded like everyone it sounded like the whole team was getting sold. Like they were saying all these players, and I'm like, is there anyone left? Like, have we got anyone left? Like, are we gonna put what's his name on the bench? Are we gonna put Chase Spearman on the bench? In Ian Rush, Robbie Fowler, bring Robbie Fowler out of retirement. Cody stays. I think Cody stays as well, just because he's been a really good player for us. Like it's hard to you look at his numbers. It's hard to not just go, Cody's been great. Like Cody got us to a couple of finals. Like he's been great. Like. Yeah, he did actually. You are right. He did sell 17 players from Feyenoord. Yeah. I don't think Cody goes. Okay, so next we're going to have a look at. I don't even know why I'm going to bring this one up, but we're going to have a look at Chiesa. Okay. Right. I don't know why, because there's just no point. Because he did absolutely nothing. I mean, he's even in the team. Like I don't even think he's on the list, is he? Oh yeah, he is. Okay, so Chiesa, right? 6 games. Oh, actually, 6 Premier League games, no goals. 3 EFL Cup games, 1 goal, 1 assist, and 1 FA Cup game. Sorry, 2 FA Cup games with 1 goal. I mean, look, if you break it down like that, like 2 goals, 1 assist in 14 games, it's not great, is it? It's not great. It's really not great. And the season before for Juventus, I mean, he played 2,500 minutes. He got 10 goals and 2 assists in 37 games. He got 9 goals in 33 games, and he got 1 goal in the Coppa Italia, which is fair play. Like that's fair enough. Like they're not great numbers, but they're Italian numbers. So he could well have been their second highest goal scorer. And then the season before that, he played 33 games in total and got 4 goals and 6 assists, which is woeful. And I'm sorry, but you've just got to go all the way back to 2020 when he started banging out relatively good numbers, but he's never been a big goal scorer, and he's never been a big assister. So you have to genuinely ask the question, like, what are you expecting from him next season? Like, he's on 150 grand a week, by the way, which is more than Canate. And Canate's not staying now anyway, so that ship has sailed. So he stays for another year and goes on a free. That's already been confirmed. What do you do with Chiesa? Do you just try and get rid of the wages off the wage bill? Like, I just don't see a future for him. Like, and if you want to keep him just as a reserve player, like, what are you going to get out of him? Like, he's never been a big goal scorer, and he's never been a big assister. So what are you looking for? You're looking for 10 goals again? 10 goals, 5 assists. Like, would you not get that from Ben Doak? Would you not get that from Jayden Danns or even Lewis Kumas? Like, would you not get that from them? Like, if you're looking for just like 10 goals and 5 assists, like, would you not just play Curtis Jones, like, a bit higher up? Like, you'll get more goals out of Curtis. Like, or even just keep Harvey Elliott. Like, I don't know. Like, I just think the Chiesa one was an experiment, which we got him for 10 million. It was the money that we got for. It was the money that we got off the sell on, off the back of Solanke going to Tottenham. Like, so it was just money. Like, it was money that was made off. I think Alberto gave us like 2 million as well, who got sold because they had add-ons. So they had like sell-on clauses. So we got a bit of money in, and we used it on Chiesa. That's fair. It just hasn't worked. But I just feel that, like, it's just like, what are you expecting out of him? You've never had the most goals he ever scored is 15. Most goals he's ever scored is 15. Most assists he's ever had is 10. So what are you getting out of him that you can't just go and get off a younger player? Like, Ben Doak got. I mean, I want to look at Ben Doak's numbers, because Ben Doak had a good season until he got injured. So for me, you just play Ben Doak. Like, just play Ben Doak on the left wing. Like, when Cody's not playing, like during cup games, Champions League games, stuff like that's irrelevant, like dead rubbers, just play Ben Doak. Like, or when Cody's knackered, give him 20 minutes. Like, that's what you're going to do with Chiesa. That's all you're going to do with Chiesa. You're not going to do anything more with him. So, for me, I just keep Kumas or Doak, or even Jayden Danns. Like, I think you're probably going to get a much of a muchness out of them. I'm completely honest, genuinely, completely honest. Or even just play Rio. Like, give Rio some game time. Like Rio Gigamoa, give him some game time. I just don't see the point. Like, and I like Chiesa as well. I think he's a great player. And when he played for Italy, like, scored some big goals. But I just think your career's finished. Like, you weren't good enough to come to the Premier League and cut the mustard. So just go back to Italy or go to Saudi Arabia and see out the rest of your time. Like, Saudi Arabia probably aren't even going to buy you. So for me, it's not for me. It's just not for me. Like, it's just not for me. So I say that's gone. I say that ship has sailed. So I think that's another one gone. So that's 3. That's 3. Okay. So now we can now look at some other players. So these are guys that really haven't had much of a career at all. But we'll take a look. Okay, so Jayden Danns, next one on the list. So we can look at his career. So he's had 6 games last season, yeah, and he's got 1 goal. Like, he's really not that much different than Chiesa, if I'm completely honest. And like, but the guy's 19. This is a bit of a difference, okay? So he had 1 FA Cup game and he scored. He played an EFL game. He didn't score, but he only played 11 minutes. He played 1 Premier League game for 10 minutes, and he played 1 Champions League game for 83 minutes against PSV, and he wasn't great. I'll be honest, he wasn't great in that game. That's a fair point. But we can look at his previous season, where he had 1 game in the FA Cup and scored 2 goals in 27 minutes. Like, and he's obviously scored in the Premier League too, but he's bits and bobs. He was 18 then. 11 minutes in the Champions League, 26 minutes in 2 Premier League games, 27 minutes in an FA Cup game where he scored 2 goals, 33 minutes in an EFL Cup game, and the Football League trophy, which I think is an under-21 thing. He scored 1 in 1. I think that was against Manchester United as well. So he's not had much of a career at Liverpool. We all agree. But I like the guy. I think the guy has got a real talent. I do. I think he's strong. I think he's got a great finish on him. I think he's really intelligent. I also think he can drop back into midfield. He's a channel player. I think he's got a real career ahead of him if he can get over the injuries. And we have to give him a pre-season. If we give him a pre-season and he looks good and he scores goals, maybe he can take Chiesa's place, which is, at the moment, the 6th choice attacker. Well, 5th choice attacker now. Oh God, I hate saying that. Because I can't even say his name right now. Like, but he's obviously not going to be there either. So there's a replacement that's needed there as well. So what you're looking at is you're looking at a Liverpool team. Oh God, I need to get rid of that. I'm sorry. God, I really don't want to do this. Oh. Okay, so I'm not going to remove it. I'm just going to move it down there. Okay, I can't even do that. Okay, so you're looking at a Liverpool team where I've got to take out these names because I did a tactics board where I put these 2 in. Yeah, okay, so we take these out. Yeah. So you're looking at a Liverpool team right now, as we stand. Yeah, we think Núñez is going. We think Diaz is going. We think Chiesa is going. And obviously, that's 4. That's 4 strikers. We are left with Doak, Cody, who we're going to put in there. We're going to put Cody in there, okay? So we're definitely going to put Cody in. Okay, so he's our left winger next season. And we have our number 10, which means we need 1 more in there. Okay? You've got Dan's, you've got Doak, and you've got Kumas. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, there's that number needs to be big. That number needs to be big. And there needs to be a number behind that. Because we just had the conversation whether Dan's, Doak, or Kumas can be a backup. And then we can probably also put we could also put Rio in there as well. So maybe Rio is also in that. Okay, so we're looking at this team. Yeah, so we're looking at this team. I haven't got McConnell on there. I don't know why I haven't got McConnell on there. I just haven't. Sorry. But I wasn't talking about midfielders. Okay, so that number 9 needs to be huge. Okay. And I talked about maybe Wirtz plays in the left wing position, but I just don't see it happening now because one's gone, one's being sold, another one's being sold, and the other one's possibly being loaned. Yeah. And then you've got Elliot. Like, I don't know what we're doing with Elliot. Like, Elliot probably needs to go and play football, but if you're looking at playing maybe Wirtz as the false 9, and then you've got a 10 there, then you could play a Curtis Jones there. Then you'd need an attacking midfielder substitute. So you'd need an Elliot there, or maybe Jones doesn't play there and Dom plays there. So you've got Dom and Wirtz as like false 9, 10 position. You still need a number 9. You still need a number 9 for me. I think it's so vital we go and get that number 9. So we've done, obviously, number 20's not there. Nunes gone. Diaz gone. Potentially 120 million coming in. And then you've got Chiesa, possible loan, or maybe goes. I don't know how much we'll get for him. Probably 10 million max. That's 130 million, which is the sweet spot number that we've all talked about. And the question is, does Dan stay as a backup? Because you're going to have to sign 2. Like, I think you're going to have to sign 2. I think you're going to have to sign a number 9 and a number 9 that can play wide. So, I mean, we talked about so many players that could potentially fill that position. I mean, for me, there's just one name that keeps on jumping out at me. There's actually 2 names that keep jumping out at me. There's obviously Isaac, we know. There's Ekitike, which I will bring this up. Fabrizio Romano. Liverpool remain interested in Ekitike. LFC always had interest in him. Premier League remains likely destination. Darwin's departure, crucial to his future. Okay. Darwin leaves. Ekitike comes in. Does that seem like the deal? Does that seem like the deal? Like, I genuinely don't know. So there's a couple of other things that I wanted to bring up, which is this one, which I think we probably need to talk about because we are running out of players. Pedro Delap gone to Chelsea. 2 number 9s gone. Victor Gyökeres going to Arsenal. Liverpool are not going to challenge. They're not going to challenge them. It's already come out. Liverpool aren't going to try and take him. He's got free roll to go. He goes to Arsenal. Osherman's already agreed terms with Galatasaray. Galatasaray have got to foot up another 5 million. He's going to go to Galatasaray. Cunha's gone to Manchester United. Done. Jonathan David's gone to Juventus. Done. Players available: Isaac, Alvarez, Ekitike, and Sesko. The crazy thing is, 3 of those players have always been on our list. All 3, Isaac, Alvarez, and Sesko, have always been on our list. They've always been there. The only player that's on there was Osherman. The only other player that was on there was Osherman. Osherman's not waiting around. Like, I don't know how long he wants to wait for. I don't know. But maybe we go and get Osherman. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Like, maybe there's a loggerheads at Napoli about Osherman and Nunes going the opposite way. I don't know. But 3 of the other strikers are still at their clubs. And I also want to bring up one more striker, which was also on Liverpool's list. And I talked about this guy before. I'll bring him up here now. Hang on. He's still not moved. He's still not moved. He's always been on Liverpool's list. Bryan Mbeumo has been our 5th choice. Liverpool see him as a player that can adapt to the number 9 position perfectly and also play wide. They see all the attributes in a player that can do exactly what we require. And his numbers are serious. Like, they're serious. Like, he's still not gone to Manchester United, and the deal could be off soon. The deal could genuinely be off soon. I've got more super chats. I'm sorry. 2 seconds. I had to look on my phone. Let me just. Oh, wow. Big up, everyone. Also, massive thanks to Josh Harding. I think we're going to do a big clear out. Loads of players linked away. None are being shut down by the players or their agents. Normally they do. 100%. Don't disagree with you at all. I don't disagree with you at all. There are a lot of players that are linked with moves away, and there are no deflections. Also, big up Charlie. I'm saying it now. Chiesa will be back up to Gapco, and we will buy Osherman or Isak and Ekitike. We will focus on bringing in 2 strikers, one already made like Isak or Osherman, and the potential like Ekitike. Mate, I hope you are right. I hope and pray you are. I'm more than happy to keep Chiesa if we get those 2. I'm more than happy to keep Chiesa if we get those 2. All right? I hope you are right, mate. and I'm sure everybody in the chat hopes you're right. Bro, I've been talking about this guy for time. Oh, not that one, sorry. I've been talking about this guy for time. Okay, so he's number 5th on the list. All right? He's number 5th on the list. He's not at the top. He's at the bottom. But they see a huge potential for him to come in and to do a number of roles, as in he can play the 9, he can play the false 9, he can play wide right, he can play wide left. He can. He's a really, really good player. He's at an age where he can get better, and his numbers have steadily got better over the years. Okay? There is a lot about Bryan Mbeumo which reminds me of Sadio Mane. There's a lot about Bryan Mbeumo. He just marauds down the wing, knocks people out the way. So much body strength, clinical finishing, puts the ball in the top of the net quite a lot in ridiculous angles, like high in the left or the right hand side. I know he's another AFCON player. I know that, but I think there's a possibility that he could be got from Brentford for a lot cheaper than people are talking. Brentford do not want to get into a situation where they do another David Rayner, where they turn down 40 million and then end up selling him for 20 a season later because he went out on loan and then they bought him cheaper. They don't want to be doing another situation like that. And they may well have outpriced themselves with the Manchester United stuff because Manchester United are now looking at other players. And they're looking at Calvin Lewin. Calvin Lewin's on big money. Like, he's on big wages. So they're going to have to foot that. So Brian Mbeumo could be one which makes the headlines. That one could pop up. Okay, I'm just saying that one could pop up. He's on our list. So let's have a look at Ben Doak. Let's have a look at Ben Doak. Right. Okay, so Ben Doak, 19 years old, super talent. Right winger that can also play on the left wing, by the way. He's not just a right winger, he can play left. He had 24 games last season for his breakout season in the Championship, and he got 3 goals and 7 assists and played 1,787 minutes for Middlesbrough. Look, for me, if you're trying to get 25 million for Ben Doak and you're trying to get 10, 15 million for Chiesa, I would just sell Chiesa and I would play Ben Doak. I would give Ben Doak Chiesa's game time for me. I think he has a lot of potential. But what he does have is he has pace, drive, he's skillful, he's young, and he's hungry. And I think if he has a good pre-season, I don't think there's a reason why we sell him. Like, and I don't see a huge amount of clubs coming in for him now. Like, because we bumped the price up to 25 million. I don't think he's homegrown. I'm not 100% sure, but he can be registered as an under 21 player, which means that you can use that. So we're all right. But I would honestly keep Ben Doak next season. If we are so out of strikers, like if we only get 2 forwards, yeah, say we get Osherman and Ekitike, yeah, or say we get an Isaac and another, yeah, we still need one more that can do a couple of jobs, mostly on the wings. So I'd just keep Ben Doak. Like, I really would. Like he can't get any worse. He had his breakout season. He got 3 goals and he got 7 assists for Middlesbrough. And unfortunately, he got a bad injury and he was out for half a season. Otherwise, he may well have been able to push them on to a playoff position. Their main striker they sold to the US, to a US team, and then all the goals dried up because he left, and they didn't have a Ben Doak who could provide the goals. So they really missed him. Like, and ultimately it cost Carrick his job. Like, ultimately, Ben Doak getting injured cost Carrick his job in the end, I think. And we got offered 15 million, I believe, from Palace, and also Ipswich and Leicester, who were desperate to sign someone to like try and push them on to keep them in the league. I feel like that's one we keep around. So for me, I think he stays for that reason, because we're not going to get 25 million. We're not going to get 25 million. So move Chiesa on and give Dokus game time. Yeah. And then potentially you can then go and maybe get a loan for Dan's where he can play more football. And I think Doak could potentially be your 5th choice. So you've got Salah, Cody, your number 9, your backup, number 9 stroke winger. Yeah, if we go for that. And then you've got Doak. So that's 5. That's 5 forwards. If we're going for 6, then I think we probably just keep Dan's, or maybe we promote Rio, but I think maybe you keep Dan's. So then you've got 2 young players who can come in and do a job in the cup games. So you've got Doak and then you've got Dan's. Or you play Kumas, and that's another player I wanted to talk about. So I think Doak stays because I don't think we're going to get 25 million for him. And I also think that he's got a lot of potential. Like, he's got a lot of potential, and he had a good breakout season. Like, Harvey Elliott went to Blackburn, yeah, and had a breakout season where he scored 13 goals and 3 assists, I believe. He then came to Liverpool and kicked on. Like, he had a good season with Liverpool the following season and got like 11 assists, I think. So it can be done. And the same happened with Jarrell Quansah, and the same happened with Connor Bradley. They had breakout seasons on their loans and then came back to Liverpool and did well. Ben Doak could do exactly the same. It's a possibility. So we have to give him a chance. You can't just write him off. The guy's got a lot of talent. Like, he's quite frightening when you watch him on the pitch. Like, he just flies past people. So I'm all for it. Like, and Slot likes pacey wingers. Like, he likes pace. Look who he's just signed. He's just signed Frimpong, absolute speed merchant. He signed Kerkez, who's an absolute speed merchant. And he signed Wirtz, who can also dribble past players. So he's not signing slow coaches. So Ben Doak for me stays unless we get, like you said, a big deal, 25 million plus. Otherwise, there's no point. So let's have a look at Kumas. Okay, he's the last one on the list. And I get people going, oh, you know, Lewis Kumas, like, what has he done? But Lewis Kumas, like, played in the Championship last season as an 18-year-old, and he's 19 now. As a 19-year-old last season. And he got 6 goals and 3 assists in 49 games. He played a lot of football, okay? And he got played in lots of positions. But he scored 2 goals in the FA Cup. So, and he scored 1 goal in the EFL Cup, which means that you could use Lewis Kumas in the Cups. We need players who can play these games. Like we can't keep on playing Mo Salah and Virgil and all of those guys against FA Cup and League Cup games. We can't do it. It's not important to us. So you need your Dokes, your Dans, and potentially your Kumases. And like you said in the chat, your McConnells. You need those guys. And potentially you need to keep your Gomez's. Who's going to play at the back? Like, who's going to play at the back? So you need to keep some of these players. Anyway, 3 goals for 43 games. Not great. Yeah, that wasn't great. But he played for Stoke. Okay. Can we all just like... Yeah, he did play for Stoke, didn't he? So he played as a left winger. Yeah. And he was on the bench quite a bit. I mean, at the end of the day, he's a 19-year-old kid. Yeah. So what he did with Liverpool is, it's a bit like Dan's, if I'm completely honest, by the way. Like, he played bare games for Liverpool, but scored. So he played 1 FA Cup game and scored, and then got dropped. No idea why. It was really unfortunate. And he played 14 Premier League 2 games and got 9 goals and 3 assists. So he had his breakout season in the Premier League 2. It's not a great league, by the way. But he had a decent loan. Not fantastic, yeah, but he got 5 GA. in the Championship for Stoke. Okay. How much are we really going to get for Kumas if we sell him? Like, or do we go and put him on loan again? So he'll be 20 in November. Or do you keep Kumas as a squad player? Like, we need squad players. So, and are you going to get any more than what, 5 million for Kumas? What's the point? Like, he's proven that he can come and play in the FA Cup. He did it for us the season before when he played one game and scored. And he scored in the FA Cup for Stoke, and he scored 2. So he scored in the EFL Cup for Stoke, and he scored 2 in the FA Cup for Stoke, which means he can score goals against lower teams. For me, I think he's an option. Like, I genuinely do. He's minimal fuss. He's a kid. He could be in the squad. I think we could keep him around. And then you've got the likes of, you've got Salah, you've got Cody, you've got your number 9, you've got your number 9 stroke left winger, and then you've got one more who could be, it could be Doak, it could be Dan's, yeah, one of those. And then you've got 5. Then you potentially, if you want 6, then you can have Doak and Dan's. And then if you don't want Dan's and he's loaning them out, or you sell Doak, keep Kumas. Keep Kumas. Like, what are you going to get for him? What are you going to get for him? Like, he's a cup player. He's going to be a squad player. So for me, I'd be okay with keeping Dan's, Doak, and Kumas. For me, I'd be okay with keeping all 3 because we need squad. We need squad, and we also need players that can score against lesser teams. And all 3 of them have proven that they can because they've all scored against lesser teams. So I'm absolutely fine with that. And if you want to play, if you want to keep, so say we don't sell Elliott, yeah, just in a world that we don't sell Elliott, okay? So let's just bring Elliott up quickly because Elliott can score goals, okay? He can score goals, right? So in a world that you don't sell Elliott, yeah, he can play right wing, he can play left wing, he can play the 10, okay? We all know this. Okay, in a world that you don't sell Elliott, he got 5 goals and 3 assists last season in 867 minutes, which is pretty incredible, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. He got 3 goals in 5 games in the Champions League in 174 minutes. That's really good. Like, and then the season before, he got 4 goals and 11 assists. Not 4. Yeah, was it 4 goals in total? Yeah, he got 4 goals and 11 assists, and he got 3 in the Premier League and 6 assists in the Premier League, and then he got 4 assists in the Europa League and 1 goal, 1 assist in the FA Cup. But the question is, and this is the question, you keep an Elliott, you're saving 50 million. So you're losing 50 million out the transfer money because you're not selling him. Then you're only going to keep Elliott for the cup games. And I don't think Elliott wants to stay for the cup games. Like, I think Elliott feels he's a starter for a lot of teams. But Dan's would stay. Doak would stay. Kumas would stay. Like, those guys would stay for cup games because they understand where they're at in their careers. I don't think you could keep Elliott. Like, I just don't think you could keep him because you know where you're going to play him. You know the games you're going to play him in. Curtis Jones is ahead of him. Like, in the pecking order. Like, there's so many players ahead of him. So you need to have, like, Mo always plays. So what does he play on Mo's side when Mo isn't playing? Which is very rare, which is going to be the cup games and some of the Champions League games. So Harvey Elliott's going to get, I don't know, 15 games potentially, and depending on how far we go in those competitions, Mo might get brought in for the big games. Like, say we have like a Manchester City or an Arsenal in the third round of the FA Cup, Slot might just go, I'm just going to play Mo. Like, so Elliot doesn't even play that game. So I just think we need more squad, like, especially in the forward line, which is why I made this show about who stays. Well, we've all said 3 are going. Well, that's 4 because one's already gone. So that's 4 gone. We need to replace at least 3 of them. So you replace 2 with 2 big signings, and then 1 with 1 that you've already got that's been on loan. So your Dan's, your Doak, or your Kumas, and then you have 1 more that's just movable. He can play. Like, it's just another floating player that can play in the under-21s and will step up to the cup games. So then you've got maybe Dan stays as your third 9, and then you've got your Doak who can play both wings, and then maybe Kumas goes, or Kumas stays and Doak goes, because I just don't see us signing 3. I just don't. Like, and we all want us to. Like, of course, we want us to sign 3. We want Liverpool to sign 3. Like, we absolutely want Liverpool to sign 3, but I just don't see it. So let's quickly go back to the team sheet. Let's quickly go back to the team sheet. Where is it? Tactical board. There it is. Let's get the tactical board up again. Okay, so tactical board. We agree that Dom's probably going to step out, and he's going to be a rotation option with Jones in this area. We agree that. We agree Elliot would go. Yeah. So we agree Elliot would go. So we got Jones and Dom, both rotation. Also, Jones can play left wing as well, by the way. Natural position. Interesting. So then we promote Dan's. Doak stays. Kumas goes. Rio just stays where he is. Like, and then we get 2 more. So then we get 2 more. So say we get Isaac. Okay, let's just say we get Isaac. Yeah. Then you got Isaac, and then you get Ekatike. Let's just say you get Ekatike. Okay. So then you've got. I'm just going to move him out of the way because I need to delete that. Okay, so you've got Ekatike, you've got Jones, you've got Dom. I'm just going to move him there because we still haven't signed him. So let me just put Canate in. Okay, right. So you've got Mama, you've got Ekatike, Jones, Dom, Bradley, Robbo. I think Costas goes as well, by the way. And then you've got Gomez, Stefan, potentially Endo, Dan's, Doak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you got 11 subs and you got 11 on the pitch. Question: would that get us the league? Would that get us the league? Could we do a potential double with that team, league and double. So say Champions League, Premier League, or say Premier League, FA Cup, or say Champions League, FA Cup. No, I know that. I know it's a 20-man squad. I know, but I'm just putting every single player. I know you can't have 11 subs. I'm just talking about the squad. I know, okay. I know you can't have 11 subs, okay. I do know that. But I'm just showing you the entire squad. Is that a squad that could get us the lot? Oh, Trey Ione. I forgot about Trey. You're right. Trey. So possibly Trey as well. Okay, so all right, so let's just move this around a bit. Okay, so we move all of this off here. So let's move Stefan off. Endo stays. Dan's potentially Doak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that would make more sense with those three as backup. I feel like Endo's probably the one that's going to miss out. Because I don't know whether Endo's going to stay, you know. Like, I know everybody thinks he is, but I just don't know. Okay, so that's with 9 subs. Is that a league-winning team? Because I just don't see. I really don't see us getting 3. I don't see us getting 3 forwards. I potentially see us maybe getting a defender. I do see us maybe getting Gahey. But if we get Gahey, then I think Gomez goes. So Gahey replaces someone. Because you've already got Stefan, and you've already got an Endo who could play centre-back, like as a 4th choice. Like, you don't need a 4th choice centre-back to be a big player. You just don't. So, yeah, I just feel like that's probably going to be it. Like I don't even think Ekitike is probably going to be it either. I think it's... Look, I'll be completely honest. Like, there's 2 players that really jump out at me. There's 3 players that really jump out at me as players that can rotate in the attack and the wing, and one of them's Rodrigo. You can't not look at Rodrigo because he's available. We've already spoken to the guy before he went to Real Madrid, so Rodrigo's had conversations with Liverpool already. So that's one that could possibly get done. He's available for about 70 million. I mean, for me, I'm sat there going, why don't we just go and sign Osherman, Rodrigo for 130 million, yeah, which is the money we're going to offer to Isak, which we don't know whether we get him anyway, yeah? That's 2 players done. You're number 9, and that's your left wing, and the player that can play all over the front, yeah? That's 2 players done, yeah? And then potentially go and have a go at Ethan Nwaneri from Arsenal. Like he's available on a free transfer because he hasn't signed a professional contract yet. Go and tap him up. Go and say to Ethan, where are you going to play next season, mate? Where are you going to play? Because Saka's the number 1. You're not going to play there. Martinelli's not going anywhere. They're heavily linked with Eze. They want Rodrigo. They're going for Gyökeres. They've got all these forwards now and all these wingers. Where do you play, mate? Where do you play? Well, you can come to Liverpool and you can be back up to Salah. You can be back up to Cody. And you can be the false 9 if you want. You'll get 30 games next season. And you can be the heir to Salah in the future. Like, and I'm telling you, like, go and get Ethan. The guy is an absolute baller, and he's done it at the Premier League. He scored 7 goals last season and 3 assists in the Premier League as a 17-year-old. Like, as a 17-year-old. Like, and guess what? He covered for Saka, and then Saka came back, and what happened to Ethan? See you later, mate. Done your job. Get back in the reserves. That's cold. I'm sorry, that's cold. Like, that's cold. Like, we should be all over that. Like, look, I know, like, we tried for Saka when he hadn't signed that contract for Arsenal. Like, we tried for Saka, and unfortunately, Kloppo just, he wasn't interested. Like, the scouting committee wanted him big time, and they wanted to offer him the world. Like, Saka was huge on the scouting committee's list, but someone didn't want him. Well, there's another one available at Arsenal who can be weaseled out with game time, and it's Manweri. And you don't think he'd want to come to Liverpool and be our 4th choice? He could be our 4th choice. He doesn't have to be 5th choice. He could be 4th choice. I'd rather have Nwaneri than Ekitike. I'd rather have Nwaneri than Ekitike. I'd rather have him. He's proven in the Premier League. He's done it. He scored loads of goals. Like, you've watched him in the Premier League as a 17-year-old kid, absolutely tearing people to pieces. I'd be all over that if I was Liverpool. I would, because he's still not done it, still not signed, and he's been let down by that club. So, honestly, go and get Isaac, or go and get Alvarez, or go and get Oshiman, and then get me Rodrigo. Just get me Rodrigo. If Rodrigo goes for 70 million, I will be fuming. I will be absolutely fuming if he goes for 70 million to Arsenal. And if we don't go and get Ethan Nwaneri, if Rodrigo's going to Arsenal, then that's another winger. So that means Nwaneri's even further down the pecking order. Then we just go and get him. If Rodrigo goes to Arsenal, go and get Nwaneri. Go and get Nwaneri. Go and get that guy. And that's how I feel. All right. I know it's probably going to be Ekitike. But we'll see. Anyway, that's 140 minutes for you. All right. Hope you enjoyed the show. So wanted to talk about who stays, and the answer is Cody Gakpo. Potentially, that's all who stays on that list. Cody stays for me. Cody stays for you. I think Doak should stay. I think Dan's should stay. I also think that Kumas is an option to stay, but unfortunately, Nunes, Diaz, and Chiesa all move. So let's make it happen. Anyway, I'll be coming to you. With more updates every day. So check out the channel. If you haven't liked, subscribe, please do. I'm now going to divert you over to, I think Don starts soon. So I'm going to divert you over to Don who stands. So just bear with me. Bear with me while I divert you. And I'm going to watch Sandman now, season 2 with the wife. If you haven't checked it out, it's really good. So I'm just going to divert you now. Actually, when's Jamie live? Does anyone know when Jamie's live? Does anyone know when Jamie Phillips is live? Can you let me know when Jamie Phillips is live? In the chat. Can you let me know when Jamie Phillips is live in the chat? Come on, when's Jamie Phillips live? Jamie Phillips, let me see when you are live. Oh, no, he's not live till tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to divert you over to Don. Where the hell is he? Is he live? Oh, yeah, he is. Okay. So I'm going to divert you over there. His show starts in, I think it's 20 minutes. So if you just leave this running, then you'll get linked up to him. Before you go though, please hit the like and subscribe if you haven't. I am, how many subscribers have? Oh, seriously? Come on, I am literally 58 subscribers away. 58 subscribers away from 1,500. I know you can make it happen. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Okay, please subscribe if you haven't. And also, any people who've become members, big up, and go and check out my show that I did called Football and Rabbit Holes. It was interesting. It was 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I will do another one in the next week or so, part 2. I'm also going to post up another video of my trip to Liverpool, so you can see that. I think I'll post up a video of the actual parade, so you can see that. I was right in the middle of it, like literally the bus went past me. Like I got pyro poisoning. It was, but it was amazing. So I'll post that up on the members, so you can see that in the next couple of days. But if you just leave this on, you'll go to Don, who starts, I think, at 20 past 11. You all take care, and good evening and good night. And who stays? Nobody.